just going to search for AWS Marketplace and then click on the home page now that I've got an account. Okay, now I can see I'm signed in up here, so I'm ready to go to create an app. So I'm going to search for social web. And here's the app that I want to install. Clicked on that. Okay, I'm going to click on this View Purchase Options button up here. I'm just going to scroll to the bottom and click this Subscribe button. It's free. And it says here it is processing my request. I can see it here up at the top. Sometimes this can take a minute or two. Okay, that is done. I can click this Launch Your Software button. Configure your software. You're going to choose the newest version that is available. And when you choose a region, don't choose Oregon. We've had some trouble with that one. I usually choose Ohio, and this is the region where your cloud server will run. For some reason, the Oregon one doesn't seem to work with the free tier server that we're launching. Okay, I chose Ohio. I'm going to click this button up here, continue to launch. And then down here on the bottom, launch. Okay, now I'm going to scroll to the bottom here on this Create Stack page. I'm going to click the orange Next button at the bottom. When I put stack name, I can just put social web, one word, doesn't allow spaces. And it's important to choose these network configuration items, these first two items under network configuration. Just click on the menu and choose a value, anything from this list, and anything from this list will do as long as you select something. Okay, once you're sure you've chosen an option here on each of these, then you're going to proceed to this third box here. What IP address range can access the web server? What you want to do is you want to put in this value here, 0.0.0/0. I'm just going to copy and paste it. And now you're almost done. The last thing is going to be domain name for the website. And what you can do is you're going to use my i-self.host domain. So you're going to choose, for example, cindy.i-self.host. And what I want you to do is, instead of Cindy, you put something here like Beverly. Whatever your name is, you put it there, and I'll show you how to get one of these i-self.host names. So I'm going to choose Cindy. I'm going to choose Next. Scroll down to the bottom. Check this box that says I acknowledge AWS might create IAM resources. And then scroll to the bottom again and click Submit. And that's pretty much it for creating a server. There's one more step, but you're close to the finish line. Okay, now I can see that my server is being created, and if I click this little circle up at the top, it'll let me update the status. Still says create in progress. This usually takes about 5 minutes or less. Okay, you can see it says create complete here. That means my server is done being created. What I'm going to do is go over here to these tabs on the right, and I need to find this Outputs tab and click that. And then I need to find this first item. It says public IP. This is the address of my server. So I'm going to select that and copy it. All right, now I'm going to make a new tab and I'm going to go register my domain name. I'll show you how to do that. So make a new tab, go to i-self.host. Okay, now on this page is an app that, and I can paste my IP address and my username like Cindy here. And that's all I need to do. And then I click this submit button. Wait a minute. And you can see down at the bottom here, it says success. Your subdomain has been created. So that means that Cindy was available and I now have cindy.i-self.host. If there's a problem, it will say your domain was not available and there's an error. So you may have to go back and try a different username on your Amazon setup if this one is unavailable. But now, since that's success, that means that my domain name has been created with my IP address. So I'm going to close this tab and I'll come back here to my Amazon window. And you can see there's some instructions here about pointing cindy.i-self.host to the IP address. So we just did that. And now if I scroll down a little bit, what we want to do here in the Outputs tab is we want to copy a command right here. It's going to start with, actually you can just copy this command that starts with /home/socialweb/setup-ssl.sh. It's going to end in the .sh. Copy that. And you're going to run that command to finish setting up your server. I'll show you how to run that command. You're going to scroll up here, find the Resources tab, and click on your web server instance right here. And I can see my server instances here listed. Now, sometimes it won't be listed here, and I have to click this little circle up here to refresh the list. So if your server doesn't appear here, just click this little circle up at the top and it should show up. Okay, we're almost done here. All I gotta do is check this box here and then go up to the top and click this connect button up here at the top. And now I'm gonna scroll down and I'm gonna click this big orange connect button. And now I'm gonna paste this command to set up the SSL certificate. Paste. First you have to click on this black background. So click on the background so that you can paste. It won't let you paste if you don't click. Click and then paste. Hit return on my keyboard. This usually does not work on the first try, and it can be a little confusing because it says success both times. Okay, I can tell that it did not work from this red error message, even though at the bottom it says SSL setup complete. So I'm going to paste a second time. I'm going to hit return again on my keyboard. There we go. I can see here successfully retrieved certificate right here in the middle. And then, so now I'm good to go. My server is done and ready to go.